What are you looking at? I thought there was a book on the wall, so I looked too.
Welcome back to the casting couch. Today, Gase.
I tried.
God, it's been too long. We don't know how to do this anymore.
Yeah, I mean, 7 months. We just checked. It's been 7 months now, and feels like I'm supposed to like be a certain way, but now it's like I can't be. Yeah, exactly. I can't like be too stiff. You know, you gotta be.
Ignore this extremely harsh light beam right here.
Try to get
I
rid of it.
can't cover it up. Anyway, moving into this new year and I guess new podcast, we might try to do this regularly. Depends on schedules,
Yeah.
but we'll try. And I guess the most glaring thing is we have beards now.
Yeah, I actually kept mine. I thought I was gonna shave it off in November, and
Well, you were like, "Are you keeping yours?" And
Yeah.
I was just like, "Yeah." And you were like, "I."
yeah, because I had that like mid beard phase where I was like, man, I just want to shave this off, and then I texted you and I was like, I can't do it anymore. I can't.
You
do
get
it.
used to it though.
Yeah.
Like when you're first growing it out, it's like all itchy, and you're
Yeah.
like, "I don't want it."
Yeah.
But then your face is like, "This is normal,"
Yeah.
and you just live with it. It's great.
Nobody ever talks about that phase where it's like you're growing it, but then it's like digging into your chin.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I just want to cut this all off now because your chin's not used to like having all that shit on.
Yeah.
So
I much prefer having a beard than being clean shaven.
yeah, all my friends are like, "Dang, you look like an uncle," and I'm like,
I'm grown.
yeah, like, and then okay, no, and then people talk about, yeah, I'm growing a beard and the hair's like, I just wish I could just magically have a clean shaven face because they're just tired of shaving all the time, and I'm like, dude, that was my number one struggle growing up. Imagine like pulling up to your middle school class and everybody's like, why does he have a beard, dude? It's like no, that's why I clean shit every day, man.
Yeah. Dude, you already know my grandma. Every time I show up, she's just like, "You gonna shave soon?"
Yeah. Oh my god.
She's starting to accept it now, though.
Right.
She's just like, as long as you're like cleaned up, and I'm like, I know.
I want to ask though, like when you started growing it out, was she like kind of digging it, or did she just like hate it from the start?
She kind of hated it from the start.
Okay.
But then when she found out that I was just like, nah, it's not going anywhere.
Right.
She was just like, ah, shit. Okay, at least as long as I keep up with it.
Right.
And I believe I am.
Right. I guess they're my mom is different because like she loved it at the start. She was like, "Wow, you look so handsome," like the Arab mom thing. And then it gets long, and then she's like, "When are you gonna cut it off?" I'm like, "Okay, okay, mom."
Like, thanks for the support.
Right? Like she could never make up her mind. And my dad's like, because he's had like the biggest beard ever since I was a little kid. So he's like, I like it. I give you beard oil. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Every time I show up to your house, your dad will be like, "Oh, you also have a beard."
yeah, you also have a beard. Yay! He's just happy to see me in a different like just in a different appearance. He's been encouraging it, and then my mom, on the other hand, is like, I don't know how you would look. She's always like one way or the other. Like one time I came home with like this totally new haircut, and like the mullet cut, and then she was like, "Oh, I hate it so much." And then 2 days later, she's like, "I like this hair in the back of your head." I'm like,
Well, like I can understand like first seeing a haircut and you're just like, I don't know. Then you let your hair like adjust to the new cut.
right.
And then it's just like, all right, I'm feeling it.
Right. But then like the only reason I mentioned my mom is because like she's so set on one thing, right? She can be like, "No, I know the best. Moms know the best." And then she changes her mind. And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Do they know the best?" Yeah, and then I wonder where I get my indecisiveness from. It'll be like, "Where do you want to go out to eat?" I'm like, you got so many places.
You got like Taco Bell,
Wait, you forgot about Canes. But Canes is actually kind of
Okay,
far.
like no, I'm not trying to say the other places.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Respectful fist bump with ease. Oh, and the rubbing the hands. Yeah, but I guess one other thing that's new is I'm taking a CS class, so I'm actually putting my big boy pants on. We talked about this,
Mm,
um, because I don't know. I mean, I was talking with my advisor, and I was like, maybe I should take like a minor, or study a minor, and
hmm.
she was like, well, if you take 5 classes a semester, which is like standard,
Yeah.
um, you can graduate in time with both degrees. And I'm like, hey, I mean, hey, and I
Yeah,
know
15 credit hours. Yeah.
exactly, 16, but
I was one of them like a 4 credit hour.
yeah, it's the CS class,
Oh,
which fucking
of
sucks.
course.
Yeah, right. And then I remember you had like some background in it too.
Yeah.
So
I start because it was like required for MCC.
yeah,
Then I was just like, okay,
hmm
I guess I'll just take those, and I got through them, and now I'm running stuff for I'll have to bleep the name, but Clark's dad.
oh yeah, the
Yeah.
yeah.
Because
You
he was
told me
like,
about
I
that.
need a website, and I was
Right,
just like, I need money, so I'll build
right,
a website.
right. Yeah, and then they were like, wow, this is fascinating. It's funny. When people who need like a designer or any type of designer see what they've made and they've seen it, like they've never seen like a website or graphic designer before,
Hmm.
and it's just like, man, I just did like this, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But yeah, you talking about how you like coded the website and stuff, and
Hmm.
feels like everybody's been coding, like obviously Prithvi is
That's
major.
yeah.
Right,
That boy has no time.
right,
The last time we checked in the group chat, he didn't even respond.
right. We were talking
uh,
to
like after I like stopped talking in the group chat, I was just like, that boy busy. Goddamn.
yeah, he is.
I thought he'd maybe like chime in once.
He is. And then he texted, and then I asked him, oh no, I was talking to him a couple of weeks ago, and he was telling me about like one of the rules of his lab class. And it was like one of them was like, remind the students to leave the lab every couple hours to shower. I
No,
was like, no, brother, I'm not doing.
I'm not sleeping in no lab,
And
bro.
I'm gonna send you this so you can put it on the screen. I don't care if if this is like confidential to your class. I don't give a shit, man. This has to be like put on blast. Like here, I'll put it like right here, and I'll send it to you. It literally says, remind them to go shower every couple hours, like leaving the lab. Like, and then I was like, dude, I don't even do homework for a couple hours.
Mm,
I don't understand that, but yeah, if you can't tell from that, he's been
yeah,
pretty busy.
I mean, he says he has like another internship lined up for the summer.
Right.
Like that boy puts in the work, so
No, for real. I gotta be more like him for real. But yeah. Um, what else is new with you though?
dude, fucking nothing.
Really?
Like I've just been doing like design projects. Cause that like I'm still kind of like looking for a job. Job market's kind of fucked.
Mm-hmm.
And like having like a slight source of income is nice,
Right.
but having so much free time and only having like to do one class to finally be able to get the fuck out of MCC.
Right.
Um, I have so much free time, so I'm just like doing my own art.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm sitting here like, man, I gotta finish setting up my portfolio website because
Mm-hmm.
then I could actually start to send it out to people.
Right. Right. And what are your plans for like are you set on, I guess, going to NIU? Like are you set on like submitting a portfolio to get into the program here?
I might take a gap year
Okay.
just because, like, I'm becoming more and more unsure of like what I kind of want to do.
Okay.
Because it's just like, yes, it's still like mainly graphic design, but I also want to do like coding and all that kind of shit. But at the same time, I know I could realistically learn it myself.
Right. A lot of the courses, for I guess coding are online, and it's not a bad thing to get your resources from online because Dude, I remember watching like a couple of videos about how like some courses are just released online, like all the courses and the coursework and
Yeah.
stuff. And I guess it's easier for languages because they release, like how to do C, how to do C++
Hmm.
on, a bunch of websites and stuff. So I don't think that's a bad idea at all. I think it's a great idea.
Yeah. So, I mean, also the money thing. So,
Right, you need to, find like get a good job as well, and then you can do it at the same time as school. I mean,
hmm
it's good that you have like a lot of time now so that you can, look for a good job and then soon you're gonna be like, fuck, I got a job, I got work, and then I gotta, go to school and shit.
yeah, but I want a job right now, bro.
Right, right,
I want a job.
right.
People saying that Gen Z don't want to work, bro. I want a job.
Gen Z doesn't want to work, bro. They're pushing the retirement age to 70.
I don't want that.
70 years old, and I don't want that
Work
either.
till I die.
Right. I don't want that either. But like, there's nothing we can do to change it. Like, there's nothing we can do. They're only saying that because they're taking in account how much like a house costs nowadays,
Yeah.
and how much you like the actual median average salary is, which is like I'm pretty sure over $100,000 now,
Mm,
which may not seem like crazy to anybody else, but like let's not forget like 60 to 70,000 was the norm back in the day.
hmm
And when I mean back in the day, I mean like 20 years ago, 10 years ago. Like it wasn't even that far away either.
Dude, I saw this one story. It had to be on TikTok.
Yeah.
It's chronically online.
Yeah.
But this guy was telling a story, or a girl, I forget, but was telling a story about how this guy was in a bank and he was trying to put $100,000 down on a house, and it was a $400,000 house, and he had still a quarter million in the bank.
Damn.
So he had 250K saved up to
Yeah.
put towards a house. He had a really good job, still
Yeah.
earning $100,000 down on a $400,000 house,
Yeah.
and the bank would not let him do it.
Yeah.
They're like, it's not enough, and he was just like, what? And he, in all honesty, completely justified, had a freak out.
Right.
It's just
Yeah.
like, you're telling me I can't put down like that's 25%.
Right.
When normally it's like 10 to 20% down on a house.
Yeah.
You telling me I can't put a quarter down on a house? Just like, oh, how much do I need to put down? The
Yeah.
whole fucking thing?
Right. Right. Like the whole concept of financing a house has lost its meaning because we pay literally the like even a quarter of that is like equivalent to a house,
Mm-hmm.
which is weird because like when you talk about financing, like think about like houses like that. How the hell are you going to be able to afford financing a house when what you're financing literally every couple years is the price of a normal house back in the day, which is
Yeah,
actually crazy to me.
it's super fucked.
And I'm like, dude, I'm struggling. Like, I don't even know what I'm gonna do after I graduate, man. Like, and everybody's talking about, oh, Gen Z this, Gen Z that. Bro, you know how easy it was to go to college for free back then? Like, my dad is from this whole different country, and he got a scholarship here to Northwestern, and just because they were like, oh, he's foreign, like let's give him a scholarship. Like that's
Mm-hmm.
like the world's not like that anymore.
Yeah,
Like,
people could go to college super easy back in the day,
mm-hmm.
and now it's just like you have to go into debt to even enter the doors.
Yeah, exactly. I don't even want to think about how much debt I'm in. Yeah,
So I'm saying I might take a break here, man.
right,
I need money before I can even go back.
right. And but like I feel like you've been perfecting your craft too for design work, So like the more you perfect it, like the more jobs are gonna be like, damn, I fuck with this guy. You know what I'm saying?
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of segueing into speaking of like design,
Yeah.
have you seen that Sora OpenAI thing?
No, I haven't.
Dude, it's literally getting to the point where AI just looks real.
Really?
Like they can take text to video,
Yeah.
and this shit just looks real.
Really? Like, what are they doing? Like, what are they sampling? Like,
I'm literally gonna show you right now, and
Yeah.
I'll also have it up on screen.
right. Because I know that the only thing I've really followed about AI was ChatGPT and how they had to nerf it because they were like collecting data from other websites and stuff illegally, and so he
Mhm.
was like, "Oh, I nerf it."
Yeah, it's uh, video. So it's literally showing how this is going to become the norm. This was all generated by AI, just a whole ass
What
animation.
the heck, man? That's AI?
This is AI.
No, that can't be AI. That literally looks like three dogs playing, bro. That literally looks like three dogs playing. No, no, you can't. No, this has to be like. Okay, that looks like AI.
Like this is text to video.
What?
This looks like it would be part of like
Like a
a music
movie?
video.
Right. Or yeah, music video, movie. Looks like Interstellar. No, I still don't believe it. Like there has to be some realistic sampling here.
Like what the fuck? They're
What?
writing on coffee.
What? Wait.
It's
No.
it's so like so Jover for people in the design field.
Yeah. I definitely agree with that. Especially like animation design. I feel like animation design, illustration design's got it bad right now.
Yeah, I mean, just being underpaid as shit.
Being
So,
underpaid and being replaced.
mm, absolutely.
Right. But then we also have to put it into like bigger context, right? Like we think, okay, AI can produce these like scenes and stuff. But what about what like ChatGPT already knows how to like spit out code, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Well,
like think about
rudimentary code.
right. But just think about if it were to up its like, since it hasn't been updated for a couple years, it's obviously bad. But GPT-4, like think about that and how it can just learn all this different types of code like based on what it's given. Like think about like the software engineers, like coding, like developers, anybody. Like think about those people's jobs,
Mm-hmm.
because at the end of the day, those are things that need like a high amount of sampling for
Yeah.
AI to replicate. But for coding, it's like simple. When you code, it's like 1 kilobyte. A whole coding assignment is like half a megabyte at most. So like if AI just randomly learns how to code, it's like there goes software developers, there
Mm-hmm.
goes computer scientists, and we've already been experiencing like an abundance of computer science jobs. I don't know if you've heard, but like there are so many computer science people like working for these uh, companies that nobody needs any. It was kind of like back in like 2013, 2014 when people were studying business. A lot of people are studying finance. So no, not a lot of bank stated analysts and stuff. But now like
Mm-hmm.
they need them,
Yeah.
because there is no abundance anymore. So if there won't be any abundance if AI is just like, I know how to code, like just come to me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Scary to think about that. But what you got to grasp from this, anybody who's watching, is the fact that you might be working until you're 80, which kind of sucks.
But you also might not have a job.
Right. So like you gotta have a job to be working 80. So it's like
Either
damn.
you work till you die or you don't work at all.
Yeah. And die. Because you don't have yeah.
And you're out on the streets.
Right.
And then the government says you're not allowed to be on the streets because that's illegal.
Right. Right. Oh my god. I guess it's a good segue to go into like infrastructure, because I've also been looking at like, I don't know if you look at the way that parks are designed now, and like benches, and they're
Oh yeah,
designed,
like the anti-homeless.
yeah, anti-homeless benches, and I think that's terrible, bro. Like I've also seen like the no skate things are like okay, but like the anti-homeless,
Yeah,
like that's actually insane. Like you won't even let a homeless person sleep on the bench anymore.
and there's some places. Again, another thing I saw on fucking TikTok was this community was literally growing food
Yeah.
in like this park or this open little piece of land for the homeless to be able to take,
Right.
and then the city came and just shut the whole thing down because they can't have the homeless can't have free food.
Yeah, like how does that make
You
sense?
can't use free resources.
Like, bro, just let them. I don't even understand how that works.
Everything has to be bought and paid for.
Right. And like, it just makes me so mad. Like, in our economy, you should just let those people be. Because, like, I understand that's probably going to be me in a couple. Hopefully not. Knock on wood, wherever the hell wood is. But knock on wood. It's like it's not too far from reality if you don't get your shit together, which is something I think about all the time. Like success, like your family might tell you, "Oh, you can do it, you do this," but like you gotta put in your end. It's like no matter how much people believe in you, it's like
Yeah, you have to put in the work, but even now, it's like you have to get super lucky
yeah,
to even like get that break. This could be in literally any industry.
mm-hmm.
Just like you have to be like have enough money to get through all of school,
Mm-hmm.
and even then, like you have to be lucky enough to know the right people to get into a job.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have for entertainment, like you have to again know the right people. It's a game of nepotism.
Yeah,
You have to know the right people to be able to get through your industry.
yeah,
And god damn, it's hard to know people now because like you kind of just can take a look at what they have done, or like yeah, like you can go on their social media presence and be like, oh, I don't really like this person. Bye.
bye, yeah, exactly. And then I also think about like when people are like looking for jobs, like I see like resumes that are all like the same thing. Like here's how to make like the best resume ever, and it's like
Mm-hmm.
completely robotic, like left align text. Like
Yeah.
I just think about like, damn. I don't know. It's just something about like jobs just wanting one type of person. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's scary to think about. But we gotta segue into something that's more like uplifting because this is shit is depressing, man.
The world is depressing right now,
Yeah, it is.
man.
It is depressing right now. Like, and I'm not gonna get into it, but you know exactly like what wavelength
Dude,
I'm on right now.
we've been on that
We've been on
ever
that.
since Sunday.
Yeah.
We've been on
Yeah.
that.
Right. Sunday. Yeah. Yeah. Sunday. Yeah. Man, it sucks. It sucks to be like. It sucks to be contributing to that as well,
Yeah.
right? And we don't have an option. We don't have like a choice but to contribute to that. Is
Yeah.
that crazy to think about? And if you know, you know. I'm not gonna go into like
We're
details,
all
but it's like
we're all part of it, and like we'd like to say we're not part of it, but
right
unless you're physically doing something about it, you're part of the
part of the
problem.
problem, right?
That just sucks.
I mean,
You
I try.
can bring attention to it and try to do something, but at the end of the day, are you doing something?
Nope. Yeah. I don't know. I try to follow like accounts that are like they give good news, but I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
this is not enough, man. This is not enough.
Yeah. Damn.
We gotta segue into
That's
something good.
depressing as fuck. I hope y'all day is actually going
Yeah,
better.
like at least you woke up. At least we got people that
I
care
hope
about
that
us.
you skip to this point and just live in ignorance.
Exactly. I hope all the blue pillars are like, okay, skip all that depressing shit. Yeah, happy
And
time.
if you disagree with any of our shit, open your eyes.
Exactly, exactly, exactly. I mean, the only thing I can think about is that hey, gaming's not dead right now. Like there are a lot
I
of
mean,
fucking
hey,
games out right now.
games are up.
Yeah, man.
Like Power, that's a huge debate topic. Like, oh, is it bad? Some of them, some of the pals, yeah, I can see it.
Yeah,
I can see it.
yeah. The
But
complete replication, like
some of them, I can see it. Yeah,
you
definitely.
cannot tell me Anubis is Lucario, bro. You cannot tell me he's not
But
Lucario.
he's also like Anubis is also modeled after a very specific like cat that is in Egypt.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it's just like, yes, they're kind of like using that like standing model, but then
Right.
like the garb or clothing that it's in is different.
Right. And I also heard like Power World, they knew that they were gonna get like striked by Pokemon, so then they like already got strapped up with the lawyer
Hmm.
before releasing that.
They already were like, man, let's just make sure this is all fine.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, like things are floating around, just like, oh, Pokemon is going to take legal action, but that could just be hearsay.
Right, right.
Um, but then I enjoyed the game. I think that's
It's
what
so
matters
fun,
is
yeah.
that the consumer enjoys the game, and that this shows that, and just the same thing for Baldur's Gate, how it set a precedent for new games, being
Mm,
like, okay, maybe you should fucking care about your games and not just
yeah,
release a game every
yeah.
single year. How about you take time to build this game
Right,
and then release it so we
right.
can actually have something to enjoy?
Exactly.
And I mean, I didn't play Baldur's Gate, but like just watching it and then seeing other people play it is just like, this is a really well thought out game.
Definitely. Turn-based games, are kind of making a comeback too.
Hmm.
And I like turn-based games. Like I was huge on
Yeah.
Advance Wars. Shout out if you know Advance Wars on Game Boy, bro. That shit, that's fire, man. I love Advance Wars, but yeah, turn-based is low-key fire. Like you just if you really in the gaming, like turn-based, you got to get that turn-based, Dragon Quest type stuff. Yeah, new
Hmm.
games. Helldivers 2.
Another
Everybody's
one that it's everywhere right now.
everywhere, exactly, which is good. Souls games, I feel like this is just a personal thing. I've been playing a lot of Souls games.
Souls
Um,
games are fun.
yeah, definitely. Um, and I know, man, I want to throw out Payday 3, but I heard Payday 3 like did terrible on
Yeah,
sales.
it was a flop because that's another thing when companies try to expand on like their already successful games.
Yeah,
They just they kind of remaster it with adding nothing new.
right.
Like I understand if we got a remaster of like Bops 2
Yeah,
today, like new graphics, like kind of same play style, but still like an updated play style. That would be kind of fun.
fire. Yeah.
But if if I can like Payday, obviously, if I just look at Payday 2 and Payday 3, they're
Hmm.
the exact same game.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just with slightly updated graphics and just like maybe a new detection system.
Right. I saw
But
maybe like one person playing it
I
on
saw like
stream.
Smitty play it,
Yeah, and
and
like
that was it.
that was it. Yeah. Yeah, it did terrible on sales. Man, I'm blanking, but there's so many other good games that are out right now. But I don't know if you saw my post, but I was like, I hate gaming is dead, motherfucker, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Gaming is dead is not a real thing. You just can't accept the fact that you've grown out of it. Okay, that's totally fine to say. Oh, gaming, yeah, it's just not for me.
You
Like
just
I've
have to
grown out
find
of
a
it.
different game.
Yeah, just say you don't like it anymore and move
Like,
on,
is
bro.
COD dead? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. You know me. You know me.
You know me.
Yeah. You know me. Okay, not to be like Indian uncle or anything, but you know me. Like, God, bro. I grew up playing that shit. First game we ever played together, what was it? Black Ops 2 split screen.
Mm-hmm.
I remember it just like it was yesterday. We played split screen, and you were like, "Yo, I'm gonna get this game," and I was like, "Yeah, you gotta get this."
Too bad I
game.
didn't have a fucking Xbox.
Right. I remember, but I remember the day you did get an Xbox.
I was like, let's go.
Okay, but shit, yeah, man, it was fire. And then started releasing more games, and I was like, "Yeah, this is cool. This is cool. This is cool." And then fucking all the new gen Modern Warfare remasters come out, and it's like it's the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
MW2 remastered and MW3 remastered are the same fucking thing. Besides one campaign being shorter than the other, like it's people
Like,
just don't want to accept
I
that.
got like Modern Warfare 2,
Me too.
and I was just like, all right, this is kind of like Modern Warfare Remastered, of which we had also got
Yeah.
on Xbox
Yeah.
before we got our PCs.
Right, 2019.
Yeah, and we were just like, all right, this is like a good like refresh. They're bringing back good maps, loving it. And then Modern Warfare like 3 drops, or even like Cold War, or even Vanguard. And I was just like, I don't want to play these.
Right, World War II, all that bullshit. Like, dude, that shit was trash, man.
Mhm.
That era was totally trash, and that's what like kind of just set it off. Like, any person that says gaming's dead right now and plays COD, like, just get out of here, bro. I'm sorry. Like, and it hurts me to say that, bro, because I'm a Black Ops 2 veteran. Like, I used to love Black Ops 2, bro.
Yeah.
Hurts me to say that, but you got to find a different game. Same thing with FIFA. Same thing with 2K. Same thing with NHL. If you're playing NHL, you are married, 30 years old with probably
Like
5 kids.
a lot of like the sports games are just rinse and repeat, just new players. That's
Yeah.
all you get.
Yeah.
They just like swap out players for like different stats.
Mhm.
Nothing changes.
Literally nothing, and they make bank off it, bro. Like, they don't care about you.
And then the people will be try to defend it like, oh, if you just want to say that, then 1v1 me. No, I'm not playing the game.
Yeah, why would I 1v1 you in a game that's?
I don't care.
Yeah. Like,
You're better than me. Whoop de doo.
Yeah, yeah. You can beat me in a game that's sponsored by EA Sports.
I
I'm
don't
good,
care.
bro. I'm good, man.
How about we sit down together and play like a roguelike? Like that's what I'm into in like the progression roguelike games.
Yeah.
It might seem like dumb, but like there was a tweet by the Power Devs. It's just like, yes, they have lost like 2/3 of their player base just because like it's still in early development. And they're gonna like when the time comes to release it, I guarantee a lot of people will go back and be like, oh
This
shit,
shit
the
is
full game
fire.
is out. Let's
Yeah,
go see what that's like.
exactly. And people don't understand what it means to, like, be in the initial stage. Like, people just want the released game and think like everything's gonna be fixed. Like, I got a lot of fucking glitches. I have to kill myself so many times and get back my shit.
Oh yeah.
That's just because it's beta.
And then like with like pals glitching through shit.
Oh,
Like they just randomly die and you're just like, where the fuck are you?
Yeah, like I would come back and my whole base would just be unconscious. I'd be like, bro,
and you'd be like, what happened?
what is going on? What happened?
But yeah, like the Power World devs released a tweet and we're like, we understand that everyone's leaving, but like go out and find that hidden gem.
Right.
Like that super base, it's just like, yeah, have fun.
Yeah.
Like we trust that like you guys, like some of you guys will come back and we super appreciate it, but like continue having fun.
Right. Like
that's what it's about. Is just
Right.
having fun. Gaming should be an escape, not some
like perfectly made, perfectly everything. Like, no, it's not supposed to be like that, bro. Like, we used to play so many shitty games that had a bunch of glitches, but we had so much fun. Like Lovers, bro.
I still want to play that.
That shit is fire.
Because we've maybe gone through like maybe the first 3 chapters and haven't like beat the whole game. I still want to.
Yeah, and it's fire. It's like not even a hard game. It's like very simple, kind of shitty, but it's fire because it's fun. It's like that's what it's about, you know.
Especially with a group. There's like group games that if you get the right people together, fire.
Yeah, exactly.
Even if it's the most shitty game in the world.
Like Castle Crashers, bro.
Castle Crashers was fun.
Yeah,
that was a really fun game.
Right, but then if you play by yourself, it's like, what is this goofy?
It gets mundane.
Yeah,
but when you have people with you, or you know, like people that end up on the like opposite team, like you play team games online, and like you happen to end up on the opposite team from your friend, you know you're just gonna be targeting each other.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, you're gonna kill other people and like eliminate other people, but like you're gonna search for that homie. You're gonna be like, I see you, and they're gonna be like,
it's gonna be like Toji and Satoru, bro. It's gonna be like the same thing, bro. It's gonna be the same thing. That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Gaming's not dead.
Yeah, it's not.
At the end of the day,
it's just like, if you think about it, it's like you're just telling yourself that because you've grown it out. You know, go do something. Go TurboTax your taxes for the year or some shit, and then come back and be like, gaming is dead. Your dopamine receptors are fried, brother. Dopamine receptors.
Dopamine receptors.
Fuck, bro. I've been the thing that sucks about like being into so many things is that when you're chronically online, it's like you can be on like one totally other side of the internet and on the other side. It's like like I was going from like Helldivers to all that stuff, and then I was going to like conspiracy theory and like Pizzagate shit, and like being chronically online means like you're on every single corner of the net. And
shit just crosses over like your page, and you're just like, oh shit, that looks interesting.
yeah,
And then that'll just flood your page for a little bit,
rabbit
and you'll be like,
hole.
okay, yeah.
Rabbit hole. It'll be like PC building to like what happened to the two man on that one night. Like you know what I'm saying?
That shit though, that
The
two man
memes
dude.
are so funny.
Oh my god.
Rest in peace. I think. I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Dude, push the
about that.
payload. You're literally throwing, two man.
Yeah, that is funny. What Two Mad was seeing after the first checkpoint, like it's just the lobotomy memes.
Dude, you know that Joe Bartolozzi thing where he's just like, I don't need it. Hello?
Yeah,
Hello?
yeah.
It's just like when Two Mad looks away from his screen for a second and Reaper's still there. And it's just Joe Bartolozzi going like, and just staring at the screen like.
Dude, Joe is funny as shit too, man. It's like, man, so many funny internet references. What else? I've low-key been seeing like Taylor Swift fans just hating on Kanye. Nothing towards Taylor Swift right now.
Dude, his Super Bowl ad was just like, we spent all the money on the ad.
Yeah.
But yeah, here, just go to Yeezy.com.
Yeah, you're like,
I was just like, Kanye, you base for that.
Kanye is so base. It's so funny. It's like, but no. The Taylor Swift fans are ruthless when it comes to Kanye West. They're like, not one, but two more parents than Kanye West has. And I was like, damn. Like, we're talking about music here.
It's just like, damn, okay. How about them carbon emissions?
No, for real. Oh, let's not get into that.
We don't want death threats.
Right. We don't want death threats. And yeah, okay. Damn, it pains me to move on from that. Anyways,
let's just say 35-1.
Yeah, 35 is crazy. Damn. Anyway, shout out to the guy on Twitter. Anyways, who's tracking the jet, but
he's getting sued anyway.
Right.
He did nothing wrong.
This is why nobody listens to us. We're just so base.
Dude, your sister's coworker is gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. She's gonna be listening to us like, what are the ideas for a podcast? Not just some fucking hate comments. Like, fucking hilarious.
Oh my god.
Yeah. No, I didn't watch the Grammys. If anybody's wondering,
I didn't either. I don't care.
I really don't give into that bullshit. It's like,
did I watch the Super Bowl? Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Did I hear about the tragedy the next day? Absolutely.
It's crazy because I don't even know how to approach this in a manner that's universal or not offensive, but it's like I know what I'm contributing to when I watch sports entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
But what pains me is watching the teams take the side of the sports entertainment company, and especially finding it out after it ended, and I'm like, what the fuck? It's terrible, but
did you? Okay, it's like detracting from that.
Yeah.
Do you see the fucking Temu ads?
Oh yeah, the fucking Temu ads.
There's like
bro.
4 or 5 spots that they had, and I was just like, who the fuck is giving
Yeah, exactly.
this?
Who is giving money? No, it was like 3 times, and at each single time it was like Temu, like all those fucking like theme songs.
It's like shop like a billionaire.
Yeah, like shut the fuck up. You guys fucking pirate all your shit. Like and I don't even know how they got on the Super Bowl commercials. Like I thought the government was doing a crackdown on them because they were stealing people's data on their phone or something.
But no, they're just like, yeah, let them keep stealing.
Yeah, like yeah, give me that info.
No, and then there's meeting with tech executive being like, now Mr. Hunt, TikTok is using my Wi-Fi. Like,
shut up, man, shut up. Why do they hate Gen Z? And then at the simultaneously go, does TikTok access the home Wi-Fi? Like, no.
It's just like, oh, really? So you connected to the Wi-Fi, then just logged onto an app? Strange.
Does TikTok access the other networks on the Wi-Fi? Oh, I only have one network, brother. Like, yeah,
it's like, do you have the password to those networks? No. Then no.
Yeah. Are you a resident of Singapore? Yeah.
Yes. So you're with China. I'm in Singapore.
So why aren't you a citizen? Because I'm from Singapore.
Because I'm from Singapore. Do you have your green card, Mister? It's just like, no, I live in Singapore.
Are you a mom and are you connected to the Chinese Communist Party? Like, no, he's not.
No, I'm Singaporean. Thank you.
What the fuck? You have to say that 5 times, and it's so funny that that guy, that representative, was from Alabama. It's so funny. It's just so stereotypical.
Dude, even talking with like Mr. like Mark Zuckerberg, he was like Mr. Gutenberg.
Yeah, like, you don't even know how to say his name right.
Mr. Zuckmaster.
And then he made him apologize to the, like all the like people. Like, okay, he was like, you gotta apologize to all the families that lost their kid due to Facebook and their guidelines. And then he literally turned around and apologized to everybody in the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, you're a man for that. But at the same time, how the fuck was that his problem?
I'm sorry that my app and the people on it.
Yeah, like you had the app, and you as a parent, and it's funny that the parents show up to meetings like that. You as a parent have every like action, every right to go through your kid's phone and be like, you do not have access to this app because of the things that I see on there. And if they do have that app, just restrict the guideline, like have some guidelines for it. Like it's not that hard. And to put all of that blame on somebody who made the app is like saying it's like just totally projecting your problem. Like it's not solving it at all.
Yeah, dude, all this like brain deadness that's happening like over social media and all that
Yeah.
is just corroborating the fact that my children aren't getting any, like technology for a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like they can have consoles, but if their friends are like, oh, I want a phone.
No. Yeah, no. Like after what I've seen, it's like, okay, this is a good bridge. Basically, from what I've seen, I'm not gonna have my kids doing that because of how we've seen millennials raise their kids.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, how are you as a millennial raising your Gen Alpha kid with iPads and they don't even know like third grade math at like the age of like 12, 13.
So some kids are like beginning to not be able to
read
because they're just using like text to speech.
Right.
It's just like, hey, I don't want to say it because this.
Yeah.
But hey, my integrated app assistant. Text this person or search up this, and it's just
Right.
like, man, like I don't want to do that. Like I guess I'm also part of the problem because like I will use Yuri as part of it when I'm like doing dishes and like someone texts me. Like you texted me today when I was doing dishes. I was like, hey, reply to Hamza.
Right.
And I was like, okay, like I will use it for that because my hands are wet and I don't want to touch my phone.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, man.
But it's like the willingness of doing it, even though you know you could do it.
Yeah.
You can't even fucking read an analog clock.
Yeah.
I saw that. Like
this clock. I know you can't see it on screen, but this clock is actually broken. It's stuck on the 9 there. See it just bouncing.
Yeah. At least you can read it though. At least like.
Man, what time is that?
Oh, 9.
Man, that's 7:31.
Yeah, and if you can't read an analog clock, I'm worried for how like high school will go for you. Like, oh my god, I don't understand. We just what we have to look at this and be
We're
like,
sorry, future generations.
Yeah, we are so sorry, but it's like we thought we were the bad generation. Like, oh my god, he got a phone at 14, 15? Yeah.
Well, in the eyes of boomers and Gen, whatever you call them, X,
right?
Is that it?
Gen X and then baby boomers and up.
Yeah, in their eyes, we're the worst things on this planet.
Right. Gen X is terrible because it's like they don't know how to write an email, and then they're the same people that when they go to check out, they leave their fucking like their card in the thing, and it's like, take your card out. It's like ding, 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 and they don't fucking take.
And then
it's
like, man, take your card out. Oh, my
bad. Like, bruh, Gen Z can't even write emails. Like, bro,
I know how to write an email.
I know how to write an email. Like, do you realize the oldest Gen Z is 23? I think 23.
Around. I don't know. But then to know that the younger generation, not even like like the younger part of our generation,
Yeah.
the younger part of Gen Z, like we will see that and be like, oh, I don't want to be with them. No, because it'll be like the trend that's like, oh, show me how you pick up a phone, and then they'll be like this, and
Yeah.
then like we'll
Right.
be like this,
Right.
and be
Like,
like, oh, hello,
hello? Yeah.
oh, show me how you take a picture,
Like,
and then they'll just be like, and you're like,
yeah. No,
no,
like, what the fuck? No. Oh.
but that's where it's gonna go. Like people don't have the same technology that obviously like we grew up with. We're
Right.
growing up with technology. They are growing up in
And
technology.
I don't even like bring this up because of hate. I bring it up because of what I've been seeing. I see teachers talking about like, oh my god, my students can't read this. My students can't do this. My students can't like. It's not me that's like going in and like observing people. Like I
Hmm.
see this every day. I'm like, I just see teachers complaining that their students can't do this. Their students can't do this, that,
Hmm.
and it just makes me kind of worried for them, I
Oh
guess, in
yeah,
a way.
it's very disheartening.
Yeah, but all we got to do is be like, damn, let's not raise our kids like that. And I don't think we will.
I'm certainly gonna try not to.
Yeah, I don't. I have no like. After we've seen what millennials do with their children, like, and I'm like a first like observer. Like I'm an uncle, so like I'm a first observer to this stuff. Like I saw my two nephews, and they live in Seattle, so I don't get to see them often. And I saw them a couple months ago, and they were literally just on their iPads the whole time. Like I would like basically pretend like you're the cousin and I was sitting above you. You were sitting next to the couch and you're like and then like I basically like touched their head because like children like be like, "Oh, what is that?" when you touch their head and like it's like a playful. And I was touching his head and he wasn't even looking up at me. He was just fucking doing that. He was just doing that. And I was like, "No, what is he doing?" And it was like some Minecraft like okay,
But then, take it away from me.
yeah, like like it's like, oh no, why are you
It's
doing
like
this?
taking an addict's vape pen away.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
start being like, oh, hold on, hold on,
No,
hold
give me my
on.
bad, give me my bad, give me
I,
my
I know I don't need it,
bad.
but I just need to check the
Yeah.
time. Just need to
Oh,
check the
let's
time.
get the time. But yeah. Um, I don't even know what to say. Like if I sometimes feel like my receptors aren't firing sometimes, and if they don't even fire for them, it's like, man, where y'all gonna be at in the next couple what 10, 15 years? Oldest John Alpha is like how old? Like 14, 15?
Ah,
I don't even can't tell.
I don't know.
Yep. I'm kind of concerned. It used to be like Gen Alpha used to be or a couple of Gen Alphas that I saw used to be like really fucking smart. Like the people that followed us in high school. But I
Mhm.
think those are just young Gen Zers. I'm not entirely
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. Because when I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, just you can look it up. But I knew some youngins that were really fucking smart, like way smarter than I am. And I was like, are they even Gen Alpha or are they Gen Z?
Gen Z is 97 to 2012,
Yeah. Okay, 97.
so it's 12 to 27.
Okay. So yeah, uh, more or less, we're cooked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn.
GG's.
Yeah. GG around the chat. Like for the people that are trying to find a job now, GG. For the people that have Gen Alpha children, GG.
Well, not really GG. Just raise them right.
Yeah, raise them right. Right.
Raise them outside of this brain dead society.
Yeah. And oh my God. Since we're on the topic of brain rot, I want to talk about how like the Apple Vision Pro is basically just black. Have you watched Black Mirror
Hmm.
and how it's like there's a virtual reality episode,
Yeah.
and I'm scared for how the future is going to turn out with like augmented reality and VR. It's like
Hmm.
I saw like if you see somebody in public using that, it's kind of worrying.
Yeah. I mean, I will admit it's kind of cool.
It's cool as
Like
fuck.
to see like augmented reality. Like yes, you have the pass through, but like you're not actually looking through it. It's like camera showing you the outside.
Right.
Like the like lenses on the inside will adjust to your eye spacing, and you can even get prescriptions for it. Like that's pretty cool.
That's cool, yeah.
But then there's the whole part of like being integrated with that. How long until like you can't live without that?
And literally, you can do everything you want to do around like without needing the Apple Vision Pro. Apple was just like, let's fucking do this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And now like like pictures are surfacing of people like using their Apple Vision Pro. I'm sure all of you have seen that picture of the guy using the Apple Vision Pro on the bus, and like
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
And that guy getting out of his Tesla with it on.
Right. And I don't know how I feel about that. It's like you can do everything. Like if you have the money, if I had the money and I said, yeah, let's get it. What would be the guidelines that I would be using it? I would probably just use it at home and maybe for fun if I was like watching a movie or something, and like that's it.
Like if I'm laying down in bed and I'm just like, man, I don't want to like crane my neck towards the TV.
Right.
I'm just like stare up at the ceiling. I have a window there.
Right, right.
Like
right.
I can see those kind of practical applications, but when it's like, oh, I don't need a TV anymore. I could just wear my Apple Vision Pro.
Like no, like go relax in your like living room and just do everything. Like you can. We've lived without it. How would we need it? You know what I'm saying? We've lived without it.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Straight brain rot.
it's brain rot. Good luck, future generations.
Yeah, facts. It's like a Good Luck Charlie episode, but like,
Pretty
the
much.
real, like what Good Luck Charlie should have been.
Mhm.
Like, damn, y'all need to fucking get it together, you know.
Mhm. Oh my gosh.
That's the only brain rot I can think of, though.
Yeah. Jesus, it's almost an hour. Jesus Christ.
Is it really?
It's been such a depressing hour.
Yeah, let's can we talk about some lightning things? Like what have I experienced that's positive lately? Like,
I guess we did go over video games.
Yeah, like that's good, but damn. Like we were just talking about brain rot and we're like, yeah, good video games. But it's like it's hard. It's so hard unless because most like news stations and places will cover only the bad news. You turn on NBC and it's like all just bad news.
Mm-hmm.
Go read the newspaper, it's all just bad news. Maybe. People even read the newspaper anymore? No.
Nope.
Brain rot.
You got news on your phone.
Yeah, news on your phone, man. News on the Apple Vision Pro, man.
And then like you can also get your news like on TikTok, on YouTube.
Yeah.
Because there are channels that do that.
Yeah.
And like I follow some channels that give commentary on up-to-date things.
Right.
Like Moist Critical does a bunch of that stuff.
Dude, I love Moist though. I've been watching him a lot recently. He is a positive. He's like that one last brain cell that like actually pulls through for you.
And someone who I found through Moist was this one YouTuber named Oompoville.
I think I've heard of him. Yeah.
Like he goes over different stuff. He also like does deep dives, and it's like, yes, he says he has autism, and you can definitely see it. But he does deep dives on interesting topics, and like I will sit like those are the kind of videos I don't really sit through like a lot of hour-long videos anymore. But like those kind of videos, I will absolutely sit through.
Definitely.
And just like listen and be like, see, that's really interesting information.
Right. Lore. It's like lore YouTube. Lore YouTube is good YouTube. Well, only if you've got a good like YouTuber like Moist or Oomville. I think Oomville was covering something that he was talking about. The last video I saw of Moist was like this guy getting mad because McDonald's wouldn't serve him like I don't even want to say that name.
Yeah.
But the pup cup.
I think it was Starbucks.
Starbucks.
Yeah, another terrible company.
Yeah, facts.
You can live without it.
Yeah, you really can. But we won't get into that. But yeah, he was like, talking about like, oh, you guys gonna give me a pup cup? Like,
Yeah, and then it had left for a few months. I mean, it was literally like one of his latest videos.
yeah,
And then a different guy was just like, Moist Critical's so bad. And Moist is just sitting there like, really, bro?
dude, he didn't even say anything bad, and then he was like, I don't know if you're living in like a different reality, but like, this is bad for the company. Companies need to make money. They just don't fucking do that here. If they
Mhm.
needed to make a pop cup to make money, they would have already done it by now.
Mm,
Like we've already seen how relentless companies can be to make money.
yeah.
And I won't get into that either because I can, but like,
And then if they started making pop cups regularly, they'd find a way to make their stuff even cheaper, so it's easy to produce for all the dogs.
right,
And then your dogs would start dying.
exactly. And like, and then that same guy that was dogging Charlie was like, well, most establishments don't even allow dogs. Do they hate dogs or something? I was like, no,
It's like,
like
no,
what
it's just
place
like
allows dogs?
they're not
there?
catering to dogs;
Yeah.
they're catering to you.
Right. Like imagine like you go
Does
into
the
a
dog have
restaurant-
money? No.
Exactly. Imagine you're about to go out on your first date or something, and then like your date has like 4 dogs with her, and then like that's fine, but then are they catering to the dog? No.
No. Mm. Just like, oh, we need to get on to a different topic, and then just like, man, fuck these companies.
We're so negative. Let's talk about something positive, bro. It's just hard because we're positive people, but then when we see negative stuff, we like to speak out on it. That's just
Yeah, I mean, also it's like a forefront topic with
right.
everything right now. So
Right.
yeah,
Um.
have you been doing any like art lately?
Yeah. Mostly for my classes, though.
Mhm.
One of my recent projects was to do like descriptive text. And one of them, like I had to choose like 3 different words. I chose like chop. Oh, no, I didn't do chop. I did erase. I did blur, and I did wind. So you've
Mhm.
got to represent these like projects in like different settings, and you have to manipulate the text, but you can't use Photoshop or because we're so used to using
Yeah.
computers and stuff to, well, I guess manipulator stuff.
Mhm.
But this time we could only do it with our hands or with like man-made objects. So
Mhm.
for wind, I tried cutting him out and like kind of placing him in a way that looked like wind was like blowing him up. Uh, Kind of like that stuff. Blur, kind of like putting it behind like window panes and taking photos of it.
Mhm.
And then manipulating it in Photoshop after, but only just turning down like the gray, like putting it to grayscale.
Mhm.
Um, and then we had to use those and pick what we liked the best. That was like the easiest project I've done. Now I'm doing like a logo where I
Mhm.
have to vectorize an image of an animal. I have to pick an animal,
Okay.
and then I have to vectorize it after sketching it, and then I have to basically attribute it to a kind of company. So like I guess an example would be like if you chose a panda, it would be something. Fuck, why did I choose a panda? If I made a chicken or if I drew a chicken and had to vectorize it and make it simple, make it like a chicken company, like a food company that sells like chicken sandwiches or hot chicken or
Mhm.
something. Um, and you basically have to throughout the sketches simplify the image of the. You know how like fucking so many animal logos are simplified.
Mhm.
There's this one like broadcast show that has a panda as its logo, and it's like very simplified. There's no eyes, there's no
Mhm.
silhouette,
Yeah.
kind of like that.
I don't know if I'll be able to find it, but I know what you're talking about.
Right, right. Um, and that's what they kind of want. They're like, just simplify it, find an animal, simplify it. And I'm like, bro, this shit is like elementary. But anyways, um, it's fun. Uh, right, going through the sketch process and stuff. I'm
Mhm.
also doing like with that text descriptive text that I was doing. I chose erase, so I have to. That was my favorite one. So I have to choose
Mhm.
like an excerpt of text to kind of orient in a project in a fascinating way that displays the word erase, but I have to use text. So the
Mhm.
text that I'm using is erased from the Scarlet Letter. It's a like a paragraph of it,
Okay.
um, and kind of just like putting it in a way to where it looks like fascinating and not like just left alone like a fucking resume.
Mhm.
That's pretty much all I've been doing lately.
Fair enough.
Yeah, nothing too much creative because I don't know why, but when you get to your sophomore year in graphic design, they just love being like you got to start with the basics. Like you got to do this, you got to do the
Mm,
basic stuff, all that stuff.
mm.
Nothing too creative. How about you?
I mean, off of last semester, I don't really have like a lot of prompts
Right,
for making art
right.
now.
But you've been doing individual stuff, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like I made like my new overlay, and I'm super proud of that.
yeah.
I'm like teaching myself After Effects now
Hmm.
to like manipulate different images like in animation,
Hmm.
and I'm super enjoying that. And then I'm also like kind of creating a style where it's like I how do I describe this? It's more angular abstract style.
Hmm.
So like if I have a circle, I'll try to make it like an oblong octagon,
Okay.
just so like it still translate as a circle,
Yeah.
but it's more abstract.
Hmm.
And that's the style I'm trying to run with right now
Nice.
because I enjoy doing it, and it like putting a circle is easy, but then like manipulating something to look the right way while still translating as a circle,
Right.
um, well, is quote unquote harder, but it also like makes me feel more fulfilled in
Hmm.
doing something. Just like I could just like completely copy something and be like, all right, it looks like a 1-to-1, but
Hmm.
now let's take it into my own style.
Okay.
And I feel like that's a lot better.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool, dude. And I bet you have so much stuff to put in your portfolio too. Like, and you were working on designing your desk as well.
Hmm.
That was cool.
Yeah, I had a random
ADHD moment.
ADHD moment. Yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't like completely moved it around, but I got a new a monitor arm to
Hmm.
like bring stuff off of my desk, and I'm gonna start moving stuff around.
Nice. Nice.
And
Yeah, I
then
got to do more like individual stuff like you because I feel like I haven't been, messing around with it lately. But most of my classes aren't Illustrator heavy either.
hmm,
Most of my classes have been like InDesign because I was
gotcha.
also designing like book text. So I was typesetting a book.
Hmm.
Nobody knows what the word typesetting is, so I'm finally in a situation where I can be like typeset and not have to explain it.
Hmm.
I'm typesetting a book in InDesign.
What does that mean?
God damn it, bro. God damn it. It's so annoying because like my parents are like, oh.
Huh? What does that mean?
But yeah, I picked like this nice font for it. I ordered a book so because I have all my text finally
Hmm.
set. So the actual physical book, I'll send you like a picture of it.
Okay.
I just chose Peter Pan because it's easy. You can go to
Hmm.
like websites and choose plain text to paste it from,
Hmm.
and then they give you everything, and then you just do it all yourself. Um, yeah. Have you been working with InDesign lately?
Not lately, but
Mm,
I have like obviously used it. Like the last thing I maybe used it for was just like some like layouts for my portfolio.
nice.
Um, and that was still a good time. And then I remember like, do you remember that book that I have displayed back at my house?
Yes. Was
It's
that for your one class?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was for my typography
Yeah.
class,
Yeah. Yeah.
so that's evident. But like we like redesigned the entire book of what's that, Flatland, and that was really fun because one, I got to like reintroduce myself to InDesign and then be like, okay, like I know how to use this now. I can do shit.
Right.
And oh man, having to set type for an entire book sucks.
It's ass, right?
It
It
sucks
sucks.
because you have to create all your spreads in your
Style
entire,
sheets.
yeah.
The style
Oh my
sheets
god.
suck. The style sheets are terrible,
And then
bro.
having to do like all your parent pages and then child pages, and you're like, "Ugh."
Oh, it sucks. It sucks. But my type teacher is really fire. Like he'd be going in, he'd be like simplifying it for us. The
Mhm,
character styles and the paragraph styles are easy. I don't know if anybody else relates to this, but it's so satisfying because I had to look through text for excerpts of people singing, and obviously you
mhm,
have to make that its own style because
yeah,
it's like indented. So it's like you could just go to like Control F, look for a song,
mhm,
and typeset it in the paragraph style. That was satisfying. But then going through and then like you'd sometimes mess up the page number, and then you have to go through and see like, oh, are these page numbers overlapping? Oh, that sucked. Making sure they're all the same font. Ugh.
Yeah.
Making a separate parent page for all your chapter starts. That sucks.
Yeah, that sucks. And then having to find, if you do like a border, you have to do one that like matches with the text and doesn't like clash with anything.
Yeah.
And you're just like, dude, this is
That
ridiculous.
sucks too, man. Oh my god. This is why I'm like, UX designer. That sounds like very fun, you know? That sounds very fun.
But
And
then you get into like user experience classes and you're just like, ooh.
yeah, everybody's so basic, bro. I took my first intro to UX last year.
Mm-hmm.
It was so basic, like so easy, and the people in there didn't even want to do UX, and I was like, I want to do it, like. And it sucks that UX isn't its own major here.
Yeah.
But then I would,
It could probably be part of comp sci.
yeah, exactly, or GD.
Yeah.
But then I'd be like, damn, I'd have to do 3 at once, and I'd be like,
yeah,
pause.
If it were part of like the graphic design courses, you'd have to take coding because like if you're taking UX, they'd probably be like, well, you should also take UI.
Yeah, like no.
So you need to learn the like, well, all the background, and then everything up front.
Right.
So it'd be like, oh my god, so
It'd be a lot.
so much.
Yeah, it'd be a lot. Actually, I'm kind of glad they don't have it. But at Michigan State,
I
they
can
did.
finally lean back.
Maybe I'd be like,
so far up.
no, I can't. Yeah.
I'm so glad you didn't see that.
No, why did
I
you
was
go?
like,
Oh god damn it, bro. I got mugged. Yeah. Damn.
yeah, dude, I'm trying to get my portfolio done because procrastination is a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have all my work
Right.
and I just need to put it on a website
Right.
and be like, okay, here you go, employers.
You'd be like, hire me now.
But then like doing all the case studies is just like, no, I don't want to
Yeah.
do it. Hate case studies.
Yeah, it's.
Suck.
What do you have to do them for?
Mainly just setting up different website pages to explain how my work was done and like obviously beginning to end, and then what it was used for, and if it's in use now, that kind of thing.
Nice.
And to go overall, like my fonts, my color palette, my sketches, the finished products, any mock-ups that I do.
Nice.
And I kind of have to mock everything up. So
Right.
any posters I have to put like on 11 by 17, 16 by 20, 12 by 18, all those, which gets super annoying
Right.
because I have to go through so many assets.
It sucks, man. And you want to do a physical portfolio too, right? Like or just a. No, you're doing an online one, right?
It's mostly online.
Online.
Because I should make it online first. Like I have maybe half. I have 4 or 5 case studies done for the 8 things that I want to put on my website.
Mm.
And then I could also then print those out afterward.
Mm.
Like obviously if I make them horizontal or vertical, meaning portrait or landscape.
Yeah, yeah. Come on, you gotta use your brain. Okay, that's good though. The only reason I bring that up is because I relate to that. I think the portfolio sucks, and I didn't want to do a physical one because I still have to do one for this year because every sophomore year for design students we've got to submit and see, and the board decides if we keep going or not.
Yeah.
So if I get denied,
did you actually do work?
right?
And then they're like, well, you didn't do work.
No, fuck you. Yeah, I was
And
like,
it's
fuck
just
you.
like, wait, what?
Yeah. So every so often, I've just been every single time I do an assignment, Google Doc, Google Drive, done. So I've got a portfolio for every single class.
Yeah. Are you still gonna be in the dorms next year?
Dude, I don't know, man. I might commute honestly at this point because
fair enough. It'll save you a lot of money.
right, because like 40, 45 minute drive and I'm not feeling an apartment, especially with the fact that like there's no guarantee that I'll get a job by next year or
Mm,
this upcoming year. Like
mm,
there's no guarantee I'll even have a job unless it's like somewhere cheap.
yeah.
And I think commuting is probably my best bet. Um, that's probably something I want to do. I don't. I just don't feel very like financially not responsible, but ready
Mm,
for an apartment yet. And I think commuting uh, isn't a bad choice, mostly because my parents are like, "Oh well, are you gonna come home this weekend?" And I'm like, "You want me to come home every single like I was literally just home for 3 weekends straight."
mm,
I'm like, I like it. I love being home and stuff, but it's like sometimes if I have a lot of work, I don't want to have to worry about packing, unpacking,
yeah.
and sometimes my mom plans shit, and I'm like, Mom, you know I have homework.
Mm. It's like my parents shared that same sentiment when I first moved out,
Yeah,
but now it's just like I get to go there when I can,
when you can.
and technically I have a lot of time. So now, oh, I could be there every day, but no, I really can't.
Yeah. Right. Because you're
Like
here.
I'm here, I'm doing stuff here. Like it's the apartment that I live in,
Hmm.
so I'd rather use the space
Hmm.
that I'm paying for.
Right.
So
Agreed. Yeah. So after this semester, you're just gonna pretty much just look for a job, right?
most likely,
Yeah.
or at least just continue working with whatever I have, hopefully.
Right.
So
We should do like we should just do like a different like a individual project. So like we should do something like that we both can contribute to, and that'd be nice. It'd be like good for like a portfolio, just like a fun thing to do. You know
mm,
what I'm saying? It'd be
mm,
something cool because we've never done like a collab project together,
that'd be fun.
and it'd be fun, right? I was thinking about that, and I was like, yeah, it'd be a good experience, and it'd be fun. It'd be good for my portfolio. All three.
Yeah, I mean, getting right because that's what like artists do. That
Mm-hmm.
you're supposed to do stuff regularly.
Mm-hmm.
Like they say, try to do it every day. And I don't know if you've seen. Speaking of like art, PewDiePie doing shit.
Oh yeah, he's been drawing every day, right? Yeah.
And he just like his video just crossed 100, like drawing for 100 days.
Yeah.
His last one was drawing for 30 days,
Dang.
and it's in the art community was just like, "Yeah, he can draw better than me now
That's crazy,
because
man.
he's been drawing for at least an hour a day, every day for 100 days.
All
It's
right.
just like if it's like you need 10,000 hours to be a master of something.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I mean, he's got to the point where he can recognize what he's doing wrong,
Right.
and he's not afraid to use himself as like a reference and that kind of thing.
It's crazy on what you can do when you stick to it. Because I was like, I don't want to draw. I don't. I've been. I wish I knew how to draw. It's like, damn, you could do it. You just have to stick to it.
Mm,
Same thing with like. Since I'm taking the new CS class, it's like I could do this, but I have to practice
yeah.
because I'm pretty dookie. But it's like now it's like,
Oh man. I'll draw mainly just when I need to like get a pose,
mm-hmm.
because I'll do like characters sometimes, and
Right.
I'll be like, oh, I need to do this, or even if I need to sketch out a layout, and I'll be like, okay, how do I want this layout to look?
Mm-hmm.
And I'll try to sketch that out on my iPad.
Mm-hmm.
And that, I mean, that's the main extent of where my drawing is. But you asked me to do like a lot of characters, character design, and I'm just like, I can't do
Right.
that.
Takes a lot of time.
Yeah,
Not even that. Like so much references. You can't just make a character. You know what I'm saying?
technically you could.
Yeah. And then
Mm,
now I'm thinking about
but
like Mordecai and Rigby.
you had to know where. Even then, you had to know like the consistency of your own character,
Hmm.
and like how to structure them. Like, are they bipedal or are they on all fours? Like that kind of thing.
Yeah. And I think of like Finn and Jake, and I'm like, you could definitely just fucking make a character.
Well, even then, they like those characters have to remain consistent.
Right, right, right. Like Jake has to be stretchy and goofy.
Hmm. But he always has to come back to the same like pill form that he
Same
has.
form. Yeah, that's where we should give credit to
Oh, absolutely.
illustrators. I'm like, I couldn't do that for sure.
There's also this one image. I don't know if you saw, but I believe the mangaka or yeah, the mangaka of One Punch Man in like 2021 created this drawing of like a glass, and it's regarded as like the best piece of realism art in the world right now.
Really? I think I've heard of it.
And it's just like I can see that, but I don't think it's the best because there's people doing photorealism that
Realism.
look just like
It's the same,
photos.
right?
But this guy and he's just like, oh yeah, it's just a sketch,
What?
and this thing looks real.
Really? He
Yeah,
was just
I mean,
flexing.
you can zoom in, you can see like the strokes of
What?
like his paint or whatever, but it's such a crazy photo. I'll, I'll even try to find it right now.
I've seen photorealism, and
Yeah.
that's crazy.
One Punch Man glass photo. There it is. He just drew this, and he's just like, that's a sketch.
Damn, that's fire. Wait, damn. That's not just a sketch though. That's I thought that was a glass at first. I was like, did you
Dude,
just show me a picture
yeah.
of a glass?
It's just like, oh yeah, it's just a picture of a glass. And like you zoom in, just like, no, that's a constructed photo.
That's insane.
It's just like that's insane.
I don't know how you could do that. Photorealism is crazy too. I follow Seamus Ray. Seamus Ray is a good photorealist,
Mm-hmm.
and he does. One time he made like a self portrait of him drawing a self portrait of him drawing a self portrait.
I think I've seen that.
The Inception.
Yeah.
Seamus Ray is cool, dude. I like Seamus Ray.
There's this one guy. My drawing teacher showed me him.
Mm-hmm.
I need to try to find this.
You're gonna have to plug in all of these pieces we're talking about.
I'm okay with that.
Seamus Ray, self portrait.
I'm so glad I remembered his name. His name is Dylan Eakin.
Okay.
That's a photo, right?
No, is it not? Oh my god.
That's a drawing.
Oh my god. That's insane.
He doesn't do like professional photography.
Right.
He'll just take photos of his friends and like people around him.
That's sick.
And just draw them.
That's
he sticks to like black and white, but these are all drawings that he's done.
No way. You have to be so talented.
Like, talk about master of your craft.
No facts.
And he didn't go to school for this. This is self-taught.
Really?
Just because he wanted to.
Damn. Yeah, now that I think about it, this is more of like a funny project. Seems right.
Yeah.
It's cool. Yeah, man.
Crazy.
It is crazy.
Makes me go like, damn, my art sucks.
Yeah, same. Like as a digital artist, it's so hard to be like, yeah, my shit's good. And now that I've been like straying away from digital art and more like looking at it from a graphic design from a coding sense, and it's like, damn, am I really even an artist anymore? I don't believe that I am, but I used to be. But I guess
you can still do both.
Yeah, definitely.
Just like do stuff for yourself. That's what really matters. Because I mean, you hear it a lot, but school kills creativity.
Yeah.
School kills artists because they're just like, no, you have to do this. And art is all about creativity,
Right.
finding your own thing to do.
Definitely.
And I'm kind of getting back into finding what I want to do.
Right.
After being spoon-fed prompts, I'm coming up with my own.
Yeah, that's
and
good.
I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah, the freedom, helps you like think about what you really like doing.
Mm-hmm.
Free time, not freedom. I don't know. I said freedom. Took us back to 1946.
Freedom.
Freedom. Yeah, freedom.
Oh man.
Yeah. It'd be like that. Of course, we were like 2024 is going to be an awesome year.
I didn't say that.
Okay, I said it. Well, I fucking said it. Okay, I was just trying to manifest some good stuff, and then it
This
has
year's an
been.
election year. It's gonna be shit.
Yeah, this year is already terrible. I don't know if you've already gotten the vibe from that now, but I mean, good thing is that you woke up today. Hopefully, you had something to eat. Hopefully, you had a roof over your head.
Yeah, at least be grateful that you wake up.
Right?
Be grateful that you one of the lucky motherfuckers that are even here.
Exactly. You won the race, bruh. You won the race. You won the race.
I think one of the final things before we probably wrap this up is just like, man, life is a highway.
Oh no, none of that corny shit. None of
Well,
that.
but I don't know. Just be grateful that you're here.
Mm-hmm.
By whatever force that you may believe in that put you here, you're here.
Mm-hmm.
And if you feel like you have no purpose, then maybe your purpose is to simply exist.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're here for a reason. You didn't come into existence for nothing.
I agree with that because everybody got a purpose, even if it's just like, even if it's just like listening to music, or if it's just like making podcasts, you know.
Be creative in your own way.
Mm-hmm.
We have a shitty Corey Kenshin style podcast. Not that Corey Kenshin is shitty. He's just gone. He's like an absent father.
Yeah, we are here. We are here in memory of Corey Kenshin because he's not coming back. I know so many YouTubers are quitting, and it's like,
Yeah,
we're here. So hey, you got us now.
hey man, if anything, he's helping out with his like mother's business and all that kind of thing.
Yeah,
Because that's what he kind of like left us with.
true.
Have you seen Berlizzi's most recent thing?
No, I haven't seen it.
Like he started his podcast,
Oh,
and he went over how like he understands people like changing their avenues because it's just like they're not feeling fulfilled. So he's just like he wants to more dive into with like his homies, like his own life story and their life stories, and just like talk.
yeah,
And rather than just like sit down in front of a camera and like script something out, he'd rather just talk.
right. Yeah, that's a cool like approach because Berluzzi is funny, man. He tells the funniest stories, and he's friends with Corey, so I could see him doing that.
Yeah. It's been almost an hour and a half. We thank you guys for watching. We'll try to do this again soon, depending on schedules. And that could be my nose, damn. That could be online with if we can at least get Blippi, or just if we can't meet up and we have to do it online. Either way, we'll try to do it sometime soon. But if you are still around, we thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. This has been the Calling Book Podcast. Goodbye.
Boy.
Oh, damn.
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 Damn, you gotta
I'm
put
old
that
as
in.
fuck,
Yeah,
bruh.
you gotta put that in.
Yeah, no, I gotta stop the recording. Bye.
Goodbye.